Kamen Rider becomes an adventurer in another world, decade. OOO. Amen. The story takes place after Rider time, Kamen Rider ZO vs Decade and Kamen Rider OOO 10th, Core Medal of Resurrection. In the elven village known as Lugsum, Tsukasa Kidoyo, Kamen Rider Decade, wakes up in the world of Isekai where he remembers dying at the hands of Omazeo as he looks down to see that he still has his Decade driver and rider cards at his arsenal, but lost his abilities to travel to other worlds. As Tsukasa walks around the village and takes photos for old time's sake, he was surrounded by a group of female elven warriors who are pointing their bows and arrows at Tsukasa as they believe that he is an intruder. But then Tsukasa inserts his rider card into his Decade driver to transform into Kamen Rider Decade to defeat the elven warriors. When Tsukasa manages to defeat the elven warriors on his own, he was approached by an elven girl named Raniya who told Decade that she was warned about someone who goes by the name of the Destroyer of Worlds, which makes Tsukasa chuckle since he hasn't heard that name for a long time. But Raniya becomes furious about Tsukasa admitting that he is the Destroyer of Worlds as she pulls out the Amen buckle and the Sphinx glyph badge to transform into this world's Kamen Rider known as Amen and charges at Decade to take him down to protect her village. But then they were interrupted by another unexpected person who revealed himself as Eiji Hino, Kamen Rider OOO, as he inserts his core medals into his OOO driver to transform into Kamen Rider OOO to reason with Amen and Decade. After Raniya accepts to call a truce between her and Tsukasa since Eiji tells her that Tsukasa isn't an enemy, she explains to Tsukasa and Eiji that she is the 7th and current primary user of the Amen buckle to become the guardian of the Sun Forest known as Amen. Raniya tells Tsukasa and Eiji that she went through a rough childhood due to her father being a womanizer and she was selected to be the next protector of Lugsum with the help from her relative, Wad, to teach her to use the powers of Amen to defeat those who tried to harm her people. As Eiji is impressed that Raniya continues to help others despite her unable to trust any outsiders who are claimed to be an enemy, Tsukasa started to wonder why he didn't know about Amen's existence since he basically knows every Kamen Rider across alternate realities and tells Raniya about Amen's power since it's similar to both his and Eiji's drivers. Raniya explains that the Amen buckle was forged by a human male named Tayo Enuma who discovered the existence of Lugsum as he used his knowledge from his world to create the powers of Amen as he was claimed to be the first guardian of the Sun Forest. When Tsukasa and Eiji were surprised why they ended up in the world of Isekai instead of the afterlife, they were attacked by a horde of yummies who are led by Narutaki, which made Tsukasa shocked since he thought that he saw the last of him during his fight against the Demon King. But Narutaki explains that he pulled Tsukasa and Eiji from the afterlife to finally free the multiverse from chaos that the Kamen Riders have brought into this world as he orders the Yummies to use the Another Watch to take Raniya's powers to transform it into the Amen Another Watch. So now Narutaki inserts the Another Watch into himself as he mutates into a monster known as Another Amen and claims that the powers of the Guardian of the Sun Forest will cleanse the multiverse from every Kamen Rider across other worlds. But then Tsukasa was able to have his teleportation powers restored since he discovered 3 new blank rider cards reacting to the Amen buckle as he along with Raniya and Eiji were teleported to safety to come up with a plan. As Raniya couldn't believe that some of her powers were taken so easily and feels ashamed that she failed to prevent another Amen from existing, Eiji comforts Raniya as she explains that every warrior has their flaws, but that what makes them human to begin with. Even if Raniya isn't human, she has the heart of one as she is strong enough to save this world from another Amen's wrath, which makes Tsukasa join the conversation and tells Raniya that they will help her learn the ways of the Kamen Rider across other worlds. As another Amen leads the Yummies to invade the entire village of Lugsum to claim it as his own, he began to create a portal back to his dimension to start his master plan, but then gets attacked by Kaido, Kamen Rider deemed, alongside his friends, Yuji Kanotaro, Kamen Rider Kuga, and Natsumi Hikari, Kamen Rider Kaivala, and with the riders from the world of OOO, Akira Date, Kamen Rider Birth, Shintaro Goto, Kamen Rider Birth X, and Mihao Minato, Kamen Rider Aqua, as they sense that Tsukasa and Eiji were revived in this dimension and tries to bring them back home. As all 6 riders battle through the yummies to get to another Amen, he managed to quickly overpower them as he told them that the era of Kamen Riders will come to an end. But then he was attacked by Raniya with the assistance of Tsukasa and Eiji as she tells another Amen that her powers were meant for good and protect those who are in dangers from anyone who is a threat to her home. So now Raniya, Tsukasa and Eiji pull out their drivers as they transform into Kamen Rider Amen, Decade, and OOO to save the world of Isekai from another Amen as their friends join them to finally put an end to Narutaki for good. Amen with Decade and OOO, Dean with Birth, Koga with Birth X, and Kaivala with Aqua. While Tsukasa and Eiji's friends are dealing with the yummies alongside Raniya's team of elven warriors, Tsukasa notices that the blank rider cards possess the powers of Amen as he inserts the final form card into his driver and tells Raniya that this might tickle a bit. So now Raniya transforms into the Amen Chimera with the animal powers of all 10 relief glyph badges: Sphinx, Scarab, Falcon, Camel, Jackal, Crocodile, Medged, Cobra, Scorpina, and Pharaoh. To aid her to restore peace to Luxemest, Tsukasa pulls out the K-Touch 21 to activate his complete 21 form, and Eiji inserts the Super Core Metals to activate his Super Tatuba form to assist Raniya to defeat another Amen. So now all 9 riders join together to perform their rider kicks to finally defeat Narutaki for good as he explodes and the Another Watch shatters into a million pieces, restoring all of Raniya's powers completely. After the crisis was averted, Tsukasa was glad to see that his friends are doing okay without him as he asked Eiji if he should return back to his world, but he tells Tsukasa that he accepts his fate and knows that he'll meet his friends again in the next life. Raniya bids farewell to Tsukasa, Eiji, and their friends as they return back to their worlds, leaving Raniya to continue her duties as the guardian of the Sun Forest until she notices a beam of light making their way down to the world of Isekai as it reveals to be a young boy named Togo Asagaki. Kazuda Red arrives at the world of Isekai and begins his new adventure as an adventurer.